Today, I want to talk to you guys about the 2023 housing forecast. This cycle we're going through right now, this is my fourth cycle. And what's interesting now than ever, because now I'm much more older, much more mature, I realize that every cycle, there's a similar pattern. Every 10 years, the market go up, 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 up. And then when they get to the peak, which we recently happened here, inflation, everything started to kick in. So the government, they take the throttle and then they slow it down. How they slow this market down? They raise the interest rate. When they raise interest rate, people start to slow down on the buying. They stop buying real estate. What's interesting is that when people stop buying real estate, they stop buying a lot of things. They stop buying furniture. They stop buying, plants for their house. They stop buying light. They stop buying pretty much everything that go along with the house. Because when the market was hot, people will actually pull money out of their house, equity line of credit, and they go buy a car, they go on vacation. So when the housing market does well, everything goes well. When the housing market slow down, everything slow down. This is why the real estate has always been the leading trend for a lot of things. When real estate does well, everything does well, folks. Own some real estate is what I'm going to tell you, okay? Every 10 years roughly, we have an upswing cycle. And then they have an adjustment. And the adjustment typically lasts about 2 years. That's how long it takes to jack up the interest rate. And people slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. 2022 is our first year of the market slowing down. We have another year. 2023 is going to be the second year of the market slowing down. When you understand this cycle, you don't panic. You also be smart on strategizing yourself. I didn't go out there and buy a lot of vacant land to build houses on because that's what caught me last time. In the last cycle, I had a lot of new construction going, and especially new construction where I was building to sell, not built to keep. And when you have a lot of new construction out there and you get it up for sale and it's not selling like right now, you're bleeding bad, like a lot of builder right now. As I was entering into this 2022 market, I was cherry picking, you guys. I would not buy property unless it's in an A+ neighborhood with A+ high rent. And I got to make sure that I get big margin on these deals. Otherwise, I ain't buying it. The second thing I did was entering the 2022 market. I started saving and putting aside money. When I mean money, you guys, I don't mean pure cash. I had over $1 million for what I call reserve. And reserve means that I can access it literally within 24 to 48 hours. From cash to anything I have access to, a line of credit that I needed, boom. Right now, folks, is the key time right now that you don't panic. This is where you understand the market. This is where you go, okay, we're going through the cycle. Every investor, a lot of builders, they all sitting on the sideline right now waiting for the media to say, oh, the market picked up. It's time to buy again. And let's say it does pick up at the end of next year or beginning of 2024. Folks, when the media start telling you to buy, it's a little late. We already been buying months before that because we're taking advantage of it because we know it's coming around the end and we're buying. Every 8 to 10 years, the market go up and make an adjustment every 2 years. That's where you buy and then you hold and then you ride the market again. If you're ever going to sell, you want to sell it somewhere between that 8 to 10 year peak to cash out. So it's normal. Watch the pattern. Know when to jump in, know when to sell, know when to buy. Here's the second part I want you to take away. Cash is king. You see, when you understand the market, you know that we're at the peak and we're about to have an adjustment. This is where you don't go out there and buy stupid property. You don't go buy stupid property and you get stuck in the deal. Right now, I know that till now and the end of 2023, there's going to be opportunity. But when do you jump in and buy? You guys saw the article I posted on Instagram recently about why Chase Bank, all these hedge funds are all jumping in buying single family. They know that right now, if they buy real estate and they hold real estate, they're going to actually make cash flow. They're going to get appreciation and they're going to get the write-off. When they're lending money, they only get a certain small percentage. They know that if they own real estate, they're going to do better. What I notice cash is king is hedge fund, those guys are looking. They starting to already load up. Right now, Blackstone, I believe, they raised $50 billion. $50 billion. So they can go buy. If they see opportunity, they're going to buy. And if you're going to hold for long term, they don't care if the market go down a little more percentage, 2, 3, 4, 5 more percentage. But you know what? They don't care. And if they start buying, if they start picking stuff up, The media is going to write about it. By the time the media print it, let's say it's the end of 2023, then everybody go, oh my God, the market's picking up, when someone like these guys already bought 6 months ago. You see, you guys, when you do new construction, it takes about a year to get permits, especially in Seattle, but that's anywhere. And they know that most of the builder right now can't get financing, and they don't have the money to buy the property by putting down payment and getting entitlement for the property for the first year. And so a lot of these guys are sitting on the fence. So myself and a lot of my rich, smart guys, what they doing, they buying land at dirt cheap right now. They buy land for yesterday's price. And then they go in and they are actually getting all the entitlement ready, because it's going to take a year. See, by the time they get plans and permits in their hand, which is the end of 2023, then when the market picks up again, now all these investor builder, they want to get back in the game. They've been out now since 2022, 23 was making no money. They want to get back in the game and they want to actually buy. But they don't want to wait another year to go get plans and permits. So what do? They look for people like me and some of my rich friends who got plans and permits, new construction site. I buy it right now so I can jump in and I can just start making money now. And they're willing to make a little bit less because they don't have to wait for a whole year. That's cash is king, but you got to know what to buy. And that's why when the market is down, you keep some cash ready. This is where people with money making smart move, but you got to know what to buy. See, savvy investor, we don't go buy what we call moving condition property. We don't go buy new construction that's already built out. We don't go buy things that's already been value added. Right now, let me say this, because I just had a thought that came to my mind. The moving condition property, they still going to continue to drop in price. Because why? Because there's a lot of buyers who want to buy moving condition. They still in the sideline. They're going to be on the sideline until they start to see the media say, market is getting better. And they're going to slowly get off the sideline and start buying. So it might be the first quarter of next year, even coming into the second quarter next year, when you see more buyers getting off the fence and buying. For the type of product that we buy, ugly, beat up property that need a lot of work, property where we can add value. These property, they ain't a dime a dozen out there. I noticed that buying ugly houses in Seattle and where we can add value, add more bedroom, bathroom square footage, and even ADUs in the backyard. At some point, these property, they don't go any lower, even though the new construction and the nice house, they keep dropping, these stop dropping. And the reason why they stop dropping, because there's going to be a handful of investor buyer like me. They will jump in and they will buy it because they know what to do with it. They know how to add value, force value, add more bedroom, add more bathroom. So at a certain point, they go, damn, that's a good deal. And so recently, there was an example of a ugly house in the Seattle market where they can rehab the house and put an ADU in the backyard. Well, that property right there, it was listed at $600,000, which is a smoking deal. In a good market like ugly house, probably $650,000 to $700,000 in this one area. They listed it for $600,000. I was like, wow, that's a cheap price. And guess what, you guys? In this market still, they had multiple offer. They didn't even nobody talking about multiple offer. 5 offer, and they got bidded up $50,000 over asking price, and it sold for $650,000. So that's to show you that the bottom of the price on these property is still $650,000. Even if somebody priced it at $600,000, it got bumped up. So when you see these property, when I see these property, and if it's a good deal, somewhere in this range, right? And you got to know your own range in your area. $600,000, $650,000, not, you know it's a good deal. You buy it. Especially if it's off market, you buy it. Then you add value. Rehab the house, right? You put more bedroom, more bath. You finish the basement up. You add 80 unit back, and you keep for rental. You're killing it. If you're flipping it, you're gonna make good money. I'm buying townhouse land in Seattle for a good price, and then I will get plans and permits for these property and be ready by the end of 2023 or beginning of 2024 when builders are all coming back off the fence and saying, "I need to build. I don't want to wait a year to get plan and permit." I'll be like this. "Oh yeah, I got some property. You want some of this? Pay me this, pay me that, pay me this." And now I don't even have to build it. I'll just sell plan the permit site. Also, apartment building. I'll look at apartment building. I go get plans the permit and I sell those bad boys. I go buy me ugly, tired apartment building and I rehab those and keep them. That's how I'm making money in this down market because you got to know what to buy. But what about interest rate? Here's how I'm going to do with interest rate. I buy something now, ugly house, and rehab it. I'm going to pay a little more. but I'm making it up massively for the price. And so that will help the cash flow. And then when 2024 comes around, when the government says, oh, the market it's now stabilized, let's go ahead and lower the interest rate so we can get the real estate market going again. So for me, when it hit 2024, interest rate go back down, I'm going to refinance it and get into a lower interest rate. I got a smoking deal in 2023 and I got smoking interest rate in 2024. I'm killing it. This is how you play the game of real estate, baby. You got to understand the market. Cash is king, baby. You got to know when to actually stop buying and start saving that money. And you got to know what type of property to buy so you can kill it. And again, this is after 4 cycle of doing this. And this is what I realize now. It happened every 8 to 10 year, 2-year adjustment. And this is what I'm doing. Finally, after all these years, I understand now. You guys, this is what I'm doing every day. This is what I'm teaching a lot of people across America how to play this game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Make sure you guys turn on the bell so you guys can get notification when the next video we drop, all right? Have an awesome day, baby. Peace.